Let's go.
OneTake Radio, October 9th. T.I., B-Rider in the car, producer Reese behind the scenes. Big weekend in the NFL. Patriots get smoked. BC wins a football game. Credits to B-Rider. T.I., how was the Niner gang down in Santa Clara this Sunday night?
Wait. Hold on. Before you let T.I. go, and I'm going to let him finish. Dan, where the fuck is your energy? Another low energy out of you. I need more out of you. I need more.
I'm just playing host here, B-Rider. B-Rider, I'm playing host here, brother.
You listen, you play host with the best of them. I need more out of you. This low energy intro was T.I., you were at the game yesterday. Let's talk about that, baby. How was that win, brother? Spit something on me. Speak on it.
When the Patriots lose by 800 points, it's a little bit difficult sometimes. I'm happy for my guy T.I. The Niners haven't been very good in a long time, and they're back in supremacy. So I'm happy for my guy T.I. down in Santa Clara.
So Dan's trying to do a couple things. His team sucks so bad, and he's fucking backtracking like fucking who plays left field for the Red Sox? I don't even know because they fucking suck too. On all like he. He's bringing up like, oh, Santa Clara, like, oh, you're going to like Dan is so stupid and doesn't watch football that he realizes that once the Bears leave fucking that stadium in Chicago, no team in the NFL will have a stadium in their proper downtown. So that's number one. No team will.
I'm asking how it was down in Santa Clara. I wasn't saying anything. I wasn't saying anything negative. The game is in Santa Clara.
You did it yesterday.
Is the game not in Santa Clara?
It doesn't matter. So yeah, the game was great. So hold on. So that's the last thing he's hanging on to.
It was a good game. I'm happy you had fun with Nate the Barber. I wanted Nate the Barber to join today. He didn't join.
Is that like the Niners moved the stadium? That's like the big knock. The Niners haven't been good in a while. The Niners have been more Super Bowls in the last fucking 5 years than the Patriots have. Dan's stuck in the fucking in the past. He can't admit
they've been in the same amount. They've been in the same amount of Super Bowls in the last 5 years. They've both been to one. Patriots won. Niners didn't.
No, they've been to one. Sorry, they've been to one.
They've been to one, T.I. So I know more about your team than you do. Once again, it's sad.
That's for sure. That's good. I'm glad that you can't fucking admit. Actually, let's just talk about it. There's not much to talk about the Niners. The team that hung 40 on your dog shit, fucking lousy, worthless team got held to 10 points if they got hung 40 on them. If the Niners played the Patriots today, they would probably win that game 84-0. Legitimately. Sam Darnold would give you 40 in the second half. The starters would unclip their fucking shoulder pads, like Ayuk said, at halftime, because that team is so dog shit. So the game was great.
Niners are not on the schedule this year. So, yeah, how was the game? I mean, I just want you to have fun, T.I. This is your time, man. It's sometimes a little bit tough to be, like, when your team is actually good, it's a little bit tough to have that pressure on your shoulders. Yeah. So, Niners are the best team in football right now. They're 5-0. I mean, do you want them to go undefeated? It looks like that could be a potential option for you guys.
I'm not worried about that. I don't care what they do. Just make it to the fucking playoffs. I'm not sitting there saying we're the best team in football either. Everyone said Dallas was, and then we just beat them. So I don't know.
No.
That the people outside of your... I don't know what your bubble of like media that you consume is, but a lot of people said that was a game we were supposed to lose. That was the best defense in the NFL. Brock Purdy went 17 for 24, 250, 4 touchdowns, 144.4 rating. For passes over 10 yards, I think he was 7 for 10 with 2 touchdowns. So I don't know what else you want him to do. The defense, 4 turnovers, 1 fumble, 3 interceptions on Dak. Yeah, I don't know. They looked pretty goddamn good. We have a tough game in Cleveland this week. That's going to be a hard game. 10 a.m. start on the road. We'll see. That'll be a good test. The schedule gets a little daunting. You have to play Seattle twice in 3 weeks later on down the road. So, hey, it's all about... The Eagles aren't losing either. They're not going to lose. That division's horrible. That may be one of the worst divisions in sports outside of the Eagles. So, yeah, maybe that week 3 fucking matchup in Philadelphia is going to be an actual NFC seeding implication game. That'll be cool. Eagles' schedule's really soft. They play the Jets this week. They play the Dolphins next week. That actually could be a good game. Sunday night, I'm glad we'll get a good Sunday night game. I don't know, man. I had a great time in the game. It's nice to go watch your team win. Something that you don't know a whole lot about in recent memory. Because, again, the NFL's changed.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, bang, bang, Niner game.
Bang, bang, Niner game. B-Rider, as the newest member of the Niner gang, what was your take on Sunday night football?
I had fun. I was texting with my buddy Tavis, just conversing about the game. And we were conversing about good football players, good football plays, good football action.
Yep.
Brock Purdy, system quarterback. Is he?
No, maybe I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like that's okay. He's phenomenal. Kittle had another huge game. Loved his celebration. Just loved everything about it. Loved T.I.'s gold jacket and the Good Omen with the cowboy killers in the pocket.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal as well. I mean, it's just electric stuff. It's good to be on the right side of history again. No longer a Patriots fan. Didn't really watch them on Sunday either. Woke up a little late, saw that it was like 14-0, and just didn't bother with them. Don't care. I like watching good football and good football players, and I like watching people that actually care about the team, the sport. Bill Belichick, he cares more about his own agenda and more about doing it his way as opposed to doing it in the way that the NFL has evolved to, like we spoke in the past. Something that Kyle Shanahan has done a phenomenal job of doing. And Kyle Shanahan is a trailblazer in his own right, and he's helped evolve the NFL offense and really brought it to a modern day thing where Bill Belichick is stuck in his contemporary 1980s offense. So, yeah, it was a great day as a Niners fan. I wish my shirt was here today. It's still in the mail, but I will have it by next week.
I'm happy for you, B. Ryder. I'm happy for you, and I think that the Niners played a great game. I'm happy for a team that I've never rooted against. I think that's one of the differences between myself and T.I. here is that T.I. seems to be, when the Niners weren't very good, at least a few years ago, 2017, I think they were like 0-9, 0-10. I always was patting you on the back. I was saying, hey, your time will come, T.I., and now your time is here, and I'm happy for the Niners. So I think it's going to be a really strong start to the season. And I hope they stay healthy. Like I said, you seem to think that I was being facetious there. I hope they stay healthy. I hope that they have a great chance to win a Super Bowl.
How's the 35? So Gillette from downtown Boston is the same amount of time from San Francisco to Santa Clara. So that's all. So, okay. Just want to throw that out there as well. Maybe we can clip in a map. I'm looking at Google. Right now, it would take 35 minutes, take an hour by train. Sounds very similar.
B. Ryder and Attleboro is closer to Foxborough than Boston is to Foxborough.
This is true.
Right?
So,
but yeah, I think
Providence is probably closer to Foxborough than Boston is, honestly.
Yeah, well, that's why they stay in Providence. It's New England Patriots, so that's kind of the only thing, and they didn't move the stadium. I'm not hating on the Santa Clara thing, Tia. All I've said before is that every team out here moves around and shit. The Warriors went from Oakland to San Francisco.
So what are you
the A's
talking
left.
About? It's the same thing as me and the New England Patriots. So the shtick's done.
Fair enough.
I'm burying it. Yeah, it's done. So that's done right there. So the next topic is Bill Belichick.
I just asked you how the game was in Santa Clara. I'm glad you had fun with your buddy Nate.
Thank you. I'm glad too. I had a great time.
That's good. That's fun. Next up, Bill Belichick. B. Ryder, I'm confused. Okay, so I think I can live with that criticism in some capacity, but I don't get the old the retelling of history on Belichick right now. It feels like people are jumping on the grave. The team has been pretty bad. Not that he's dead, but it's just it's a. I don't understand this Bill sucks, Bill's an asshole, all these things. I don't really understand it. That was kind of what the energy that you out of Cincinnati, baby. The energy that you came in with jumping on the show here today. I'd be curious to just learn a little bit more about that. Has he evolved as well as is he Shanahan? Is he the guy down in Miami, McDaniel? Has he lost a step with Josh McDaniels out since he left significantly?
Josh McDaniels sucks too. He's
no doubt about that.
Fraud. What are you talking? He sucks.
Well,
he sucks. He
but
sucks.
Clearly, when they were together, they were a great pair.
When was that?
But
McDaniels took over the offense in 2007 onward. Before that, he was an assistant. He was very young. He was probably
when did he leave?
My age when he took over as freaking offensive coordinator. 2007 to 2021, and he was max offensive coordinator the first year.
Modern. Okay, and then what happened? They were what 10? They were 9-3 or 9-4 or something, and then they fell on their face to end that year.
Yep.
When they finally played good opponents to end that year, then they were pretty mid last year.
Painfully mediocre last year. Painfully mediocre last year. And then this year they've been, outside of the first game, terrible. They've been really bad. Really bad.
And then 2020 they were a really bad team. They were
just mediocre.
They were 7-9, but really they were a 5-9 team because they beat the Jets, who were historically bad that year too. So really, if we're gonna talk about it, it's not without McDaniels. It's without Brady, which is what we come back to. So really, it's more of a Brady thing.
It's just such a black and white argument that people try and make, though. There's so much more nuance to it than that.
But I think you're getting all the evidence that you need from it. Do you not? Because if Belichick, all right. So no. Belichick as a coach alone, but like he's the one building these rosters. These rosters suck. Belichick thinks that he can win without these like top tier weapons. Belichick is the one that thinks that he can build around a defense. Like his top two defenders are out for the year, and he's got almost 40 points hung on him back-to-back weeks, and they can't score the ball. That's a Belichick thing. So, like, everything that you could say, like, you could blame it on a GM. Oh, well, Belichick's the GM. You could blame it on the coaching. Well, Belichick's the coach. You could roster management is in absolute shambles. It's just terrible. The game plans are in shambles. It's terrible. And, like, now we're seeing, like, all right, so you blamed Matt Patricia last year. Belichick put him in that position. But then
it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great.
But Belichick put.
If you're the man in the arena, you win some, you lose some. If you're the man in the arena.
Hold on. Not done yet. He puts Bill O'Brien in there. Bill O'Brien has not done a good job
very
either.
Bad.
So
very
all
bad.
of Belichick and his disciples have all continuously underperformed. Oh, and who coaches the defense? Oh, Steve Belichick and Gerard Mayo.
Gerard Mayo.
Yeah, his kin. So more of his disciples. So really,
I just can't believe, like, dude, you're really gonna turn on this man after a 20-year run of dominance. Like, I just don't understand that.
Thank you.
We're just gonna stab him.
Thank you for that, bro. Okay, but it's like.
How can we do that?
Let's talk about Terry. Hold on, I will tell you how we can do that. Let's talk about Terry Francona real quick, and then I'm done.
I like Francona.
Terry Francona ended the curse and won 2 World Series with the Boston Red Sox after 86 years drought, correct? Terry Francona was considered a legend. He was considered the man here. Terry Francona got fired.
2011, chicken and beer year. What a great season. They won 7-20 in the month of September. I remember.
He took the blame for it. Now revisionist history comes back. Terry Francona is not only a Hall of Fame manager, but he will be regarded as a Boston legend forever. It's time for Bill Belichick to step away. Look at all the other great head coaches that have come through anywhere. Bro, people's time comes and goes. Belichick's time is gone. Andy Reid. Fucking Tom Landry, for Christ's sake. Look at all these people. Don Shula, who he chased for crying out loud.
I wrote that in my blog yesterday. I was like, will he catch Shula at this point? He's like 18 more wins to pass Shula. 19.
It's not about revisionist history. It's about the fact that, like, he was a phenomenal, greatest coach of all time during his time. His time is not now. 2023 is no longer Bill Belichick's time. What? And
see, that's a better take than people just like jumping on his grave and saying, "Oh, it was all Brady the whole time." Like, "Oh, Belichick had nothing to do with it." Belichick didn't go out and sign Wes Welker and Rodney Harrison and Randy Moss for a 4th-round pick and all these guys. It's just bananas.
But the reason why all these cats wanted to come to New England was not for the coach; they wanted to come for the quarterback. But I digress. Both things can be true. Both things can certainly be true. Bill Belichick definitely deserves his flowers. But in the same breath, it is no longer Bill Belichick's time. Bro, he needs to go. It's time. It's over. It's been over. Niners.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, all right. Fuck you, Bill. It's all about the Niners.
I agree with everything. The summer of Brett, or fall of Brett continues. He's fucking right. He's pumping on that babe, spinning fucking facts.
It's the only thing I'll say as well with like
you just can't take a stand.
Think about
you're scared to like say anything bad about him, and you're the worst kind of fan because when these guys,
I'm not scared to say anything. No, T.I., please,
1,000% you are. You're too much of a pussy.
I said the Patriots are not very good. The Patriots should lose. The Patriots should lose out and rebuild the offense. The defense isn't that bad. Okay. The defense is not that bad. The special teams is a debacle.
Points in the last 2 games to be Cowboys.
Okay, like I said to you pre-show,
to the Saints.
But how many were they actually forcing the defense to play like? Or how many times did the offense actually have to make a sustained drive over 70 yards?
Pick 6 yesterday, so the other 27 points were scored
by
the
offense. Pick 6, fumble 6, and then multiple fumbles, a couple bad field positions. They missed that kick from 50-some yards. If your defense is if the average starting field position for the Raiders yesterday is like the 30 of the Patriots, then any defense is going to give up points in that situation. So the offense sucks. The offense is terrible. Mac Jones not the guy. I've not been a Mac Jones guy. I said, okay, Bill's going with him. I got to go with him going into the season. Went with him. Not the guy. I think, who do they start this? I mean, they're going to start Mac, but like, what do you think the best move is going forward, B-Rider? Like, you said Malik Cunningham last week. I don't hate that.
You said Billy Zappi was Brock Purdy on this thing.
I thought Billy Zappi last year. Yeah. I said that in the offseason. I said that earlier this year. I've said it in the blog. Like, I think he had a lot of potential last season. I thought he was the only one that had a legit spark in the 2022 campaign.
Why can't Bill develop that guy then?
He's regressed significantly. He was missing basic throws yesterday in his garbage time cleanup. I didn't watch the garbage time. I was playing
last 2 weeks.
I was playing flip cup at with producer Reese at whatchamacallit, Hardly Strictly the week before, so missed his cleanup duty there. But it's not great. So moving forward, I don't know. And then T.I. saying that I stole a Portnoy shtick. I didn't understand that one when I wrote that blog in August about how being mediocre is like the worst place to be.
Yesterday, but yeah, it's fine, Dan. I'm happy for you. I'm glad that like now you're throwing the towel in, which is good. At least you're kind of coming to reality somewhat. I'm happy for you. That's good. That's good. Basketball season's coming up. You can act like you know what's going on with the Celtics for a little bit. That'll be good. A lot of East Coast.
Kristaps Porzingis looked good yesterday. All right. The Miami doesn't take a knee at the end of the game. B. Ryder. I mean, you got to think that BC might now have a chance against Miami. Black Friday 2023. I've never seen a game. I didn't watch a lot of college football this weekend, admittedly. I was hanging out with producer Reese and his ladies at the fashion festival. I was down in Tahoe, or up in Tahoe, I should say, doing some media mogul things, if you will, producer Reese and co here. But that was one of the worst ends of a game I've seen, maybe the history of organized football. B. Ryder. You got to be feeling good about where BC's sitting in the ACC right now.
Yeah, and the fact that Georgia Tech just took it to them and beat them, and Georgia Tech is not that good, just puts a smile on my face to see Miami continue to not be the U. Or maybe they are the U. Maybe they are back because like they continuously are just like overrated and bums. So I'm happy with that. We got a bye this week. Then we do have Georgia Tech in Georgia Tech. Very winnable game. Unfortunately, 5 out of our 6 games have been decided by 3 points or less, which is not good, especially considering Army.
Won the last 2, though. Won the last 2 by 3.
First time they've won 2 games in a row since November 2021. So I will definitely take that. 3-3 is a much better record to have going into your bye week than 2-4 for obvious reasons. So I'm happy with it, man. I mean, you know, I've accepted we're not a great football team. We definitely have some talent. We got a rock star quarterback. So, you know, they'll be fun to watch the rest of the year. Don't know how good they're going to be, but you know, I'm definitely satisfied. And then hockey team. Quick shout out for the hockey team. We took on the defending
EaglesDaily.com. Check them out, man. Bang.
Yep. They hung their banner last night on Saturday night, and we went down there and beat them in overtime with 10 seconds left. Quinnipiac, a bunch of fucking losers. Their Wi-Fi wasn't even. They're a Division I program, and they don't have fucking Wi-Fi there. Bunch of fucking weirdos. Connecticut, bunch of fucking absolute bums. We'll never go back to that state.
New Haven, man. New Haven.
Willingly, we'll never go back there again.
Stop on that.
You, fuck you. So. Yeah, that's it. Good weekend for the Eagles. Roll Eagles, 2-0, baby.
T.I., we didn't see a picks article from you this week. The gamblers were sad. What do you think about the college football slate? Notre Dame, big loss to Louisville, a team that BC also played. I don't know if you had any other
huge loss.
Any other thoughts on college football? Why? T.I. can't see him anymore.
Why?
Uh-oh.
He might be in trouble. Might be in trouble with the wife there. Might have got him
actually,
here. T.I. on his big day off here.
Neighbor issue. I have to actually jump. I'll be right back.
All right. God bless you, T.I. Oakland, man. Dude, you never know what's happening over in Oakland there. I tell you, B-Ryder. It's if there's a neighbor issue in Oakland, T.I. might come back with like some blood on his hands actually. So he's got to be prepared for these things.
Hey, He's a collegiate wrestler.
That's facts. T.I. can handle himself. Go for it, T.I. We'll call the show there. Let's talk about producer Reese. Had a big weekend. Producer Reese found love this weekend with two lovely ladies at the Fashion Festival 2023. You know, the ladies are all over producer Reese these days. He's got some ladies in Stockton, California. He's got some ladies. Looks like in San Francisco. Producer Reese, talk about the what's happening right now.
Just everywhere, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of big weekend, you know, just hanging out with my media local buddy here. Dan,
to be
we were just,
more specific,
taking on Finer Things events in San Francisco, downtown San Francisco. So anyway, yeah, we found ourselves at this Yeah. But yeah, we found ourselves at this fashion event there, and
okay.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Nothing really stood out to me except for these two lovely ladies at the end, and you know, I was like, hey Dan, I need to talk to them. You know, we need to make connections. There's got to be like some vision there. I gotta like, you know, for future plans.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's exactly right, Producer Reese. Yeah, it's all about the networking. I think you did a really great job. And, they're clearly big fans of Producer Reese. I don't know how they wouldn't be. Yeah. And anyone who wants to be in the media game should have Producer Reese on their team here.
Big fans.
So credit to both of them. I believe it was the Dark Garden collection, if I'm not mistaken, for local San Francisco. So credit to all those ladies. Credit to all those ladies.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job at the Fashion Festival. Shout out to Producer Reese.
We love that.
Yeah.